Heads up, Vikings fans. Ready for the latest scoop from the Minnesota Vikings? Today we dive into everything from whopping contracts to comeback promises, all set to flip the game on its head. Could these be the moves that catapult our team to glory next season? Don't miss out. A legend's son joins the Vikings rookie minicamp with an incredible shot to keep a legacy alive at US Bank Stadium. Plus, some jaw-dropping player statements from the draft that took everyone by surprise. Gear up as we break down each strategic play, because what we have today goes way beyond the headlines. Welcome. Show your Viking support by reaching 100 thumbs up on today's video. When it comes to security and experience, the Minnesota Vikings don't mess around. That's because a whopping bombshell rocked the team's structure today. Andrew Van Ginkel, a titan on the defense, inked a one-year extension worth a cool $23 million, with $22.4 million of it guaranteed. And don't think this is just an isolated play. This strategic decision is at the heart of understanding the Vikings' commitment not just to this season, but to a long-term vision. Van Ginkel, who's already proven his priceless value last season, with game-changing interceptions and an enviable performance of 11.5 sacks, means more than just numbers. His ongoing presence sends a clear message: stability and trust. This linebacker, who wasn't a free agent and would have been secured on the team for 2025 with a salary of $10.78 million, now sees his future in Minnesota till 2026, with the possibility of hitting the free agent market only in 2027. This move by the Vikings isn't just about keeping a key player, it's a message to the entire league. We're building a legacy. Van Ginkel has already left his mark, with memorable performances and accolades like a second-team All-Pro selection and a 7th-place finish in the Defensive Player of the Year voting. And by prioritizing the preservation of their strong 2024 defensive core, the team is also betting on continued success under the leadership of coordinator Brian Flores. But how does this decision impact the overall balance of the team? With the offense still raising questions, keeping an elite defender could be the key to balancing the game's dynamics. Each sack from Van Ginkel, every interception, isn't just a play. It's a step toward the future the Vikings envision. And as the ink dries on this lucrative contract, our sights are already set on the expectations and pressures it will bring for the next year. But hold on a second, because the details and implications of this renewal are just the beginning. Get ready, the next topic is also about a name that promises hope and renewal for the Vikings. Rehabilitation literature often speaks of endurance and resilience, and for J.J. McCarthy, the young Vikings quarterback, this tale is no different. After a year off the field due to a meniscus injury, McCarthy spoke to the media about his timetable and returns with an impactful statement that resonates hope for the fans. McCarthy expressed feeling 110% following the surgery and subsequent rehabilitation for the meniscus tear and was eager to rejoin the team. Regarding his potential availability for the start of the new season, McCarthy left no doubts about who would be leading Minnesota's offense. "Think you're ready to start?" asked Kevin Seifert from ESPN. "I know I'm ready to start," McCarthy replied without hesitation. He continued, "Because of all the work I've put in, the confidence in my skills and abilities, and being able to do my job and simplify things to the best of my ability each day, living one day at a time, one play at a time. I have an incredible coaching staff, a tremendous group of guys around me that I can depend on, and they can depend on me." These words not only elevate expectations, but also mark a new chapter for the quarterback and for the near future of the Minnesota Vikings. Wearing a broad smile during practices at TCO Performance Center in Eagan, McCarthy not only displayed his physical recovery, throwing precise passes, but also exhibited a renewed confidence. This self-assurance doesn't come out of nowhere. It's the result of months of hard work and dedication, evidenced by his weight recovery and the evolution in his mental and technical preparation. Now weighing 215 pounds, he's ready to take the reins of the team. Coach Kevin O'Connell reiterates McCarthy's advantage, highlighting how crucial the continuous learning during the rehabilitation period was. This unconventional internship, away from the fields but immersed in game plans and strategies, has uniquely strengthened the quarterback. Moreover, McCarthy addressed the rumors about the potential addition of Aaron Rodgers to the team with maturity, reinforcing his focus on the present and his individual contribution without being overwhelmed by pressure or competitiveness. This is the mindset the Vikings need for the 2025 season, especially after the departure of Sam Darnold, who headed to the Seattle Seahawks. This restart for McCarthy isn't just about his physical return. It's a promise of offensive renewal for the Vikings. With Sam Howell, Brett Rypien, and undrafted free agent Max Brosmer completing the quarterback lineup, all eyes are on McCarthy and how he will integrate and potentially transform the team's dynamics. But as McCarthy prepares to take the field with a new strength and indomitable ambition, another story unfolds that promises to add even more depth to the Vikings saga. A legendary surname returns to the scene, bringing with it hopes of repeating magical performances on the field. Don't look away now, because what comes next is truly exciting. Carrying a legacy can be a heavy burden, but for Montego Moss, son of football legend Randy Moss, it's a chance to carve his own path under the spotlights once illuminated by his father. Montego accepted an invite to join the Minnesota Vikings rookie minicamp, marking a significant moment for both him and the franchise that saw his father shine. Despite not being picked in the 2025 NFL Draft, Montego's decision to accept the minicamp invite reflects his determination to demonstrate his worth at the highest level. His football trajectory at the University of Maine was one of steady growth, culminating in a spectacular senior season with 61 receptions, 722 yards, and 7 touchdowns. These numbers not only bolster his reputation as a reliable receiver, but also highlight his ability to make decisive plays. However, Montego's path is not without challenges. He finds himself in a position similar to Adam Thielen, another receiver who started at the Vikings minicamp as an undrafted player and secured a prominent spot on the team. The comparisons are inevitable, but they are also a testament to the possibility of success through perseverance and talent. As the Vikings continue to invest in their receiver group, which already includes names like Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, Montego's addition brings a new dynamic to the roster. The prospect of Montego carving a successful NFL path on a team that meant so much to his family is not just an appealing narrative, but also a potential catalyst for the rebirth of a legacy. As Montego steps onto the same field his father once dominated, the expectation is that he can seize this opportunity to not only live up to the Moss surname, but to create his own story, one reception at a time. Montego Moss will be considered a wild card for the organization's leadership, based on who he is and where he comes from. And while the familial athletic skills might come to mind first, perhaps it's the mental part of the game that will leave the coaching staff most intrigued. Randy Moss was considered the most intelligent receiver that the all-time great head coach Bill Belichick ever coached. And for undrafted players, often being highly skilled at reading the game can help them become starters in the league, even if they don't always match up physically to first and second round picks. The Vikings hope Randy has managed to pass on some of his football wisdom to his youngest son as the minicamp begins later this month. Now, as the echo of these historic footsteps still resounds, get ready, because the next story also talks about new promises and great expectations. Stay tuned as the Vikings saga continues to unfold in surprising ways. The arrival of Ty Felton to the Minnesota Vikings is not just another addition to the roster. It signals a vibrant sign of a promising future and high-level learning. Chosen with the last pick of the 3rd round, the Maryland receiver offers more than just athletic skills. He brings a thirst for knowledge and an opportunity to evolve alongside the established Justin Jefferson, whom he describes as the best. Felton shared his excitement in a recent press conference where gratitude and enthusiasm were palpable. Honestly, I feel blessed to have the chance to go to an organization like Minnesota and play for Coach O'Connell, said Felton. The presence of his former teammate Deshaun Jones and the opportunity to learn from Jefferson make this new stage not just exciting for Felton, but for all Vikings fans. Watching and learning from Jefferson, whom Felton has followed since his days at LSU, is a crucial part of his plan to stand out in the NFL. Jefferson, known for his exceptional hand-eye coordination and catching abilities that make him one of the best in the league, serves as a perfect model for any aspiring young receiver. Felton is determined to absorb Jefferson's daily routines, from game study to additional training, all to shape himself in his mentor's image. And as Felton prepares to compete for a spot on the field, the presence of Jordan Addison and the recent addition of Rondale Moore underline the competitiveness and talent within the Vikings receiver corps. The battle for space will be fierce, but it's precisely this type of environment that can propel a young talent, forcing him to exceed expectations and find his place in a dynamic offense. With these new additions and renewed promises, the Vikings offense is set to unleash an exciting new chapter. Felton's energy, combined with the wisdom of veterans like Jefferson, promises not just a spectacle on the field, but a continuous evolution and a relentless pursuit of excellence. The Minnesota Vikings are arming up more and more. We've seen everything from strategic contractual decisions and the triumphant comeback statements from McCarthy training and doing very well. In addition to the unfolding of new talents like Montego Moss and Ty Felton, all of this converges to a tangible expectation for many wins in 2025. We will surely witness the unfolding of a historic season. But I want to know from you, Vikings fans, what do you think of these news, and what other moves does the team still need to make? Don't forget to share this video, leave your comments, and subscribe to the channel to receive all the latest news about the Minnesota Vikings. Stay tuned. SKOL Vikings, let's go!